Please subscribe my channel. I never thought my marriage would end on a Tuesday evening, with the dishwasher running quietly and the scent of warmed up lasagna filling the kitchen. There was no yelling, no broken dishes, no big confession. Just 6 words said quietly, almost like a normal idea rather than a final decision. "There's the door," my wife said, pointing down the hallway. "If you're so unhappy, go ahead and use it. My name is Michael. I'm 41 years old." And right then, I saw how silently a life can break apart. Sarah and I had been married for 11 years. We met when we were in our late 20s, both sure we had figured out how to be grown-ups. She was smart, driven, and always great with people. I was more steady and quiet, the type of guy who thought being there every day was more important than big surprises. At first, we fit well together. She added excitement. I gave stability. It felt strong. For a long time, I believed that was all we needed. The growing apart did not happen suddenly. It sneaked in bit by bit, hidden as tiredness and daily habits. Our talks got shorter. Touch turned practical, then hardly ever happened. Evenings became separate lives on different sides of the sofa. Her scrolling on her phone forever. Me acting like I did not see how unseen I had become. I told myself this was usual. Marriages have ups and downs. You keep going. So I kept going. I did more chores around the home. I stopped asking for a lot. When she got upset, I took it in. When she pulled away, I let her have room. I convinced myself that love meant being patient, that if I stayed calm long enough, things would get better again. But each time I gave in, it seemed to take away something I never got back. The fight that led to those words began small. They always did. I brought up feeling distant. Not mad, just truthful. I said I missed how we used to be. The long conversations. The way she used to look at me like I was important. She let out a long, tired sigh. Like I had asked her to carry a heavy load. "You're overthinking it," she said. "This again." I tried to say it was not just one issue. It was everything building up, the quiet moments, the silence, the feeling like a stranger in my own house. That is, when she got up, went to the kitchen entrance, and pointed. "There's the door," she said. "No one's stopping you." The room became very quiet. I waited for her to say she did not mean it, or laugh, or show any sign of being sorry. Instead, she folded her arms and stared at me with a tired annoyance, like just having me there was too much. Something changed in me then. Not rage, not deep sadness, clear understanding. I stood up slowly. My legs felt weak, but my thoughts were clear. I did not fight back. I did not beg. I walked by her, down the hall, to the bedroom we had not truly shared for months. I opened the closet and took out a travel bag. I put in clothes without planning. A toothbrush, my phone charger, the basic things for a life I now knew I had been handling by myself. She did not come after me, did not ask where I was headed. I heard the TV start again as I closed the bag. At the front door, I stopped. My hand stayed on the handle longer than I thought it would. 11 years weighed on me. Birthdays, private jokes, vows said easily. I wondered for a moment if this was just stubbornness, if I should go back, try once more, tell her how much those words hurt. Then I recalled the expression on her face when she spoke them. I opened the door and went out. The evening air was cool and crisp, hitting my face in a refreshing way, and it filled my chest like a fresh start. I went to my car, put the bag in the back, and sat in the driver's seat without turning it on. My hands did not shake, my heart raced, but under it was a sense of relief, strange and real. As I reached for the key, a voice shouted my name from behind, worried and out of breath, and I stopped, not sure what I would see if I looked. I turned slowly, half thinking Sarah would be there, ready to take back her words or ask for answers. Instead, I saw her sister, Laura, running down the driveway in socks and a thin jacket, holding her phone tightly. She seemed surprised when our eyes met, like she did not think I would really pause. "Michael, hold on," she said, catching her breath. "I saw your car lights. What's happening?" I did not reply right away. The light from the porch glowed behind her, making the house look familiar but suddenly strange. "Sarah told me to go," I said at last. "So I am." Laura's face tightened. She looked back at the door, then at me. She did not mean it that way. I almost smiled. She pointed at the door, I said. People do not do that by mistake. Laura moved uncomfortably. She has been really stressed. You know how she gets when she feels trapped. I nodded slowly. I knew very well how Sarah acted when she felt trapped. I had spent years softening her bad moods, making sense of her quiet times, making myself smaller so she would not feel crowded. I know, I said. That is why I am going. Laura paused, then sighed. She did not think you would really leave. That hurt more than anything. Not anger, not feeling betrayed, just proof. That is the issue, I answered. She thought she could say it because she believed I would stay. Laura looked at me for a while, then nodded. She is inside, she said softly. She is wondering why you are taking so long with the bag. I opened the car door and stepped out, shutting it softly. Tell her I followed her suggestion, I said, and that I will not come back tonight. Tonight? Laura asked. Or any night, I said. The words surprised me with how steady they came out. I got back in the car and turned it on. Laura moved away, giving room, and for a quick moment I saw understanding in her eyes. I drove out of the driveway without glancing at the house again. I drove without a plan at first, the roads passing in a blur as my thoughts went over things I had ignored too long. The way Sarah talked over me at gatherings, the way my thoughts became bothersome, the way closeness became a duty, then stopped completely. None of it big enough alone to leave over. All of it together heavy enough to sink in. I stopped at a simple motel near the interstate in Colorado. Nothing fancy. Clean quiet. I signed in, put my bag on the bed, and sat in the low light, hearing the air conditioner hum. For the first time in years, nobody needed anything from me. The feeling was lonely but also freeing. My phone buzzed once, a message from Sarah. Are you really staying somewhere else because of this? I looked at the words. 11 years of trying to explain came to mind. All the times I said what I wanted, only to hear I was too emotional, too needy, too much. I wrote one word and sent it. Yes. Another text came fast. You are acting silly. I did not answer. The next day I woke early, feeling rested in a way I had not for ages. No tight feeling in my stomach. No worry about handling another tense day, just clear thinking. I showered, dressed, and sat on the bed edge, choosing something I should have done long ago. I contacted a lawyer that day. I did not feel like I won or was mean. I felt settled. When Sarah called that night, her voice angry and upset, I stayed calm. You did not need to go that far, she said. I was mad. I know, I replied, but you were truthful. There was quiet on the phone, heavier than any fight we had. I meant it, she said at last, softer. I know, I said again. And this time it did not hurt to accept it. We ended the call without goodbyes. Weeks went by, then months. The divorce was simple, almost plain. No big fights, just forms and quietly ending a life together. I rented a small apartment with odd furniture and morning sun that lit the kitchen perfectly. People asked if I missed her. Sometimes I did. Mostly I missed the dream of what I thought we had. Why did I miss feeling unwanted in my own house? The evening she showed me the door, she thought I would obey and stay. What she really gave me was freedom to go. And stepping through it did not destroy my life. It saved it.